Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a little tutorial to share with you guys, so let's get started with the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Minimizer Primer. This had went missing in my makeup collection for a while, and I found it, and I love it. Next up is foundation, and today I am using the Maybelline Better Skin Foundation. I don't know why, but I love this foundation for summer. It has a very natural finish. I do like to be matte, so I'm still going to powder, but throughout the wear of the foundation, my natural glow is going to come through, which I love. Alrighty, moving on to concealer. I am using the Milani LightLifting Concealer, and I'm using it in two shades. I believe this is 0405, one that matches my skin tone and one that's a little bit lighter to bring light to my under eye area. Now, I really do like this concealer. It is more on the thicker, creamier side, but just a little warning, it can get cakey really fast, so you want to make sure that you heavily prep and moisturize your under eye area or wherever you're applying the concealer. I definitely would not use it to cover up blemishes because it's just a little too thick for that. Now, to set my highlighted areas, I'm using this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Bake, Brighten, and Set Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Banana. Now, initially, I really liked this powder. I felt like for the drugstore to have a loose banana shade powder, that was amazing. But let me tell you, it is not photo friendly. The flashback is so real that I'm probably not ever going to use this powder again if I know I'm going to be taking pictures. But moving on to such an amazing powder, the Loose Powder by Maybelline. It's like a part of the Fit Me line. Oh my goodness, I am so obsessed with this powder. It's very finely milled. The packaging is bulky and messy. I took it on vacation with me. I have been using it every single day. It keeps my face so matte. I feel like it does wonders for pore minimizing. It doesn't have any claims for that, but I definitely see more of a smooth finish. I literally cannot rave about it enough. I love it. And then quickly moving on to my brows, I'm just going to fill them in with this Jordana pencil. And then for my eyelids, I am priming with my #1 Holy Grail, the NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone. Now, for shadow today, I am using a Makeup Revolution palette. I've had this little palette for a while, and I have been using it, and I love it. Initially, when I swatched them, with my fingers, and there wasn't, a wow factor to them, but for everyday use, it is a really great palette. I feel like it's pigmented enough, it's easy to blend, the shadows do kick up some dust, but I really love this palette. It's super warm tone, which I love. I love the matte shadows more than the shimmer shadows in this palette. Winning. Now for the shadow that I'm going to apply to the lid, I am going to apply a very matte vanilla shade, and just to make it pop, I'm going back into my NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone, and I am packing that on the lid, carving out the crease just a little bit just to clean it up, and then I'm going to be packing on that matte vanilla shadow, and it really just helps make it pop. I'm moving on to liner, and I am using the new Maybelline Curvitude. I tried it in like my first impressions, and I have been using it since a little bit, and I'm not in love with it. Like that curve thing that they're trying to sell is, to me, super hard to use. It's not user friendly. So I'm going to put this little pin down and pick up my go-to Wet n Wild Mega Liner and finish my liner off. And for mascara, I showed this in my first impressions. It's the L'Oreal Voluptuous, like Better Than Sex dupe. And oh my goodness, I am currently obsessed with it. It is the only mascara that I have been using recently. Your girl is obsessed. You definitely need to try this mascara out. Hands down, so good. Alrighty, now I'm going to pop on some Eyelure Luxe lashes. Pick these up at Target, and I think they're so pretty. Then I'm going to take some of those shadows that I applied in the crease and smoke out the lower lash line, add a little bit of mascara, and I'm done with the eyes. And here is another favorite, the Maybelline Master Bronze Highlight and Bronzing Palette. I am obsessed with these two bronzing contour shades. I love them. They're so pigmented, and also the brush that I'm using, it's one of the new Maybelline contour brushes. Again, I showed a lot of these products in my first impressions. I have been using them, and I am still loving them. Like, that brush is amazing. So I had initially bronzed my face with the more warm bronzy shade. Now I'm going into that cooler taupe shade with a more denser contour brush, and I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones just a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to pop some blush onto my cheekbones with the Maybelline Master Studio Blush Palette. Okay, for highlight today, I am using the new Makeup Revolution Triple Baked Highlighter in Golden Goddess, and this is actually the first time that I'm using it. The packaging is definitely a Too Faced dupe, but super cute. I just love it. And since it is baked, I should have like sprayed my brush with a little Fix Plus or a little bit of a setting spray so it had something to adhere to. I just felt like it was a little too chalky and a little too powdery, and basically when I blended it out, it kind of went away. So now I'm just going to use the Maybelline highlighter. It's like the really golden one. Time for lippies! This is the Hard Candy Wet Ever Lip Lacquer. I know I've said I'm so obsessed over a lot of things, but this lip gloss is one of the best drugstore lip glosses that I have ever tried. It is oh so pigmented. It isn't that super sticky tacky feel. I mean, it is a gloss feel, but not like horrendously tacky. I love it. It's long wearing, and it wears off in a nice way as well. And we're almost done. I am just touching up my blush. I felt like it disappeared a little bit on me when I did that blending from the highlights. Going in with some setting spray. This is the Hard Candy Matte Setting Spray. You need this in your life. And voila, here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!